Alright, I'm going to show a variation of Roy Walton effect from a book called Come a Little Closer. It's a bunch of UK magicians. This effect is it's called I believe it's called The Invisible Plan, and I've taken it many steps further. It's a really cool effect. So what you want to do is you want to get the kind of card boxes that have sometimes they have a diagonal cut. They'll have a half cut like this, and it has a card printed on the back. So you're going to need this kind of box for this. Okay, so you have the box, and you're going to keep this hidden. Of course, this will be down. The flap side is going to be, I use this kind of, not sure what kind of cards these are. They're the large cards, which I don't normally like to use, but I'm using this because of the box here. So you have this keeping it down, and the open of the flap is out like this. You have that on the map. You're going to start off, you have a slight setup on the bottom of the deck. I put a 2 through 8. This has multiple kickers in this effect, so as your setup, and what you're going to do is you have the card that matches the one that's on the bottom. So in this case, the King of Clubs. You have that on the bottom of the deck. So that will be your setup. Okay, you give the deck some false cuts and shuffles. What you're going to do is you're going to have the spectator think of a number between 1 and 10. And the first thing you're going to do is, as soon as they name the number, let's say they name number 6, you're going to do the milk shuffle. So the milk shuffle is taking the top and bottom card. So you have the King of Clubs that matches here, right? So milk shuffles take the top and bottom card, right? So you're going to count that in your mind as 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you're going to run cards holding a pinky break. Just run cards, you're just doing an overhand shuffle. Okay, then when you get to about towards the end, you're going to hold a double break. So you have a pinky break, and then you have here. And what you're going to do is you're going to cut to a double cut to the table. And you'll see the reason why. You're going to cut from the breaks. The reason why is because what you've done is you've kept your stack of 2 through 8 on the bottom. On the top now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've loaded it into secretly. You've loaded into the 6th position your force card. Okay, because it has to match this right at the end. So you give the deck a false shuffle. You give it some false cuts. I just use this cut. Okay, you can do a one pay cut, whatever you like. Just give it a false shuffle, false cut. Now you say, I'm going to go through the cards, and I want you to remember the card at the number that you just thought of. So when you go through, watch what happens. You go 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be forced to King of Clubs like that, right? Now what you're going to do is, and actually before you start the trick, what I do. So let's back up. I forgot to do one thing. And that was before you went into the whole selection process. You're going to take out the Queen of Hearts. And, you can show it on, I like to kind of casually flash it so they accidentally see it. I show my pocket empty, then I put this in the pocket, and then I palm it back out. Okay? So you're here, the deck is face up, and then what you would do is you load this on top as you turn over. Okay? So that's secretly loading. And then what you would have to do is, because you have that King of Clubs would be here, right? So let's start from the beginning. You just did that. You remove a card and you show it. You say, I'm thinking of one card, my favorite card. Queen of Hearts, you put it in your pocket. You palm it back out. You don't really want them to see this, so keep the deck neck tied. When you come out, it's palmed. You're going to add it on top, and it's completely invisible from all angles. Then what you have to do is a little misplacement here. You have to misplace the bottom 2 cards. So that is just done like it's like a little mini half scissor, because you're going to replace the King of Clubs to the bottom, right? Then you say name a number. Because I want you to select a card, but I want to go as far as possible. So name a number 1 through 10. Let's say they said 6. You're going to do the milk shuffle. So you count that as 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold a pinky break. Shuffle, 1, 2 break. You get towards the end, or actually towards about a third, you're going to hold a double break there. So you have the pinky, in the ring finger. They're not going to see this because it's from the side, right? Then you just cut, triple cut from those breaks. What that will do is it puts the Queen of Hearts on bottom, followed by the 2 through 8, and then it loads that King of Clubs into the 6th position, right? So there's your force card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And you say, I want you to remember the card at that number. You count 3, 4, 5, 6. They look at that, okay? Now, what you want to do, you don't want to flash the Queen of Hearts anytime, right? You're going to, at this point in time, you're going to snap your fingers. You're going to deal the cards down. But you deal them face up because you want them to look here because you're going to do a bottom deal. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 6, you do a bottom deal because you have that Queen of Hearts there, right? So what I do is just kind of, instead of necktie, kind of turn in, and then you buckle with your middle finger. You're going to do a bottom deal, okay? So they won't see it because they're looking here. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On 6, you do the bottom deal, okay? Turned in. Now, what you're going to do is on the bottom you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as you're spreading the cards like this, you're counting in your mind 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 6, right? You're going to take that card and you're going to cut this. So this is onto the bottom, right? So you're getting the 6. Now you're going to push this forward as you point to them. You say, snap your fingers, turn that over. As they're turning over, that's misdirection for the Kelly. You'd be standing up, and this would be against your leg here. You're doing the Kelly move, right? And that's for the 6 to load into the box. So that is done as they show that card to everybody. Okay, so there's a secret load into the box. It happens real quick. It's really clean, and then so you reveal it. That's my favorite card. Now you actually have this on top. So there's a moment in time where they're surprised because the 6th card changes into your favorite card. Then you just make a one-handed top palm as you pat the deck on the table. One-handed top palm as your pinky pushes, right? That was shown to me by Howie Schwartzman. He's an old-time magician who has material in the Tarbo Course of Magic. So you're like this. At this point in time, you're going to load this card that's palmed into your pocket. As you come out, you say, you can show your pocket. You turn your pocket inside out and you say, there's only one card in here. And then you snap it, that takes out the bend. And you show that that is the card that they thought of. Now, they didn't really think of it, but it's what they remember. So you're manipulating what they remember. At this point in time, you say, you could have named any number. You named the number 6. You show in the box I have a prediction. You open the box, you show there's one card, and you show it's a 6. So that's the next surprise, right? The 3rd surprise. Then for the kicker, you show that you could have thought of any card, but I knew which card you were going to think of because you show the box. And you show that it's printed on the same card. And that's the finale. So please like, subscribe, and share. And click on the link and go to the website and see all the exclusive material.